Hello and welcome to my new video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lex, and boy am I excited because today we're gonna go over everything you need to know about Slumber Islands, okay? This is the Animal Crossing New Horizons 3.0 update, and now we have access to both the hotel and the Slumber Islands. I will hopefully be doing a video on the hotel as well, but first of all, let's get to the Slumber Island. Okay, this is my bedroom. The first thing you're gonna wanna know is that the Slumber Island update is free. However, you are going to need Nintendo Online membership in order to access Slumber Islands. So what are Slumber Islands? They give you 3 new islands that you can decorate. You can pick the size of them from small to medium to large, and you're going to be navigating these islands with Luna in a dream. So you have more creative freedom. We're gonna look into that here in a second. So as you can see here, I have 3 islands listed. I have only used 1 of them so far. We made Cozy Cove yesterday with stream members. So we're just going to go in and make a new island so you can get the fresh experience here. Luna's first question is going to be, how large is the island that you see? I have only tried small so far, so I'm gonna go medium. A medium island, larger than a mystery tour island, yet smaller than the one you call home. The small island is roughly the same size as a mystery tour island, just for the record, and I believe the large island is pretty similar to the size of your own island, your home island. Just like when you select your original island, you will have different options. The small islands sometimes don't even have river mouths. I think for the purpose of showing you guys how this works, I'm going to choose this island because it's flat, which I also think is cool that they've added as an option to have like flat islands that you can visit. So let's go ahead and choose this one. She does make a creepy comment that you shouldn't peek because the compiler hates being watched. What are we talking about? And now here we are on the Slumber Island. There is a huge deck here and also very sleepy Lloyd, the gyroid. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. You can invite friends to this island, and their little beds will also appear here on this deck. There is plenty of room. Similar to your regular island, if you have a Switch 1, you will be able to have 8 players on a Slumber Island, but if everyone has a Switch 2 in the group, there could be up to 12 players here on the island. So just to get some of the basics out of the way, first of all, they do have a little wardrobe and a mirror here, so you can change both your outfit and your appearance, and it's temporary for the Slumber Island. So if you didn't see that little disclaimer, it will change back when you go back to your island, but you do have those options. You can access your full closet here, so if you want to give yourself a little wardrobe change, you will be back to your normal outfit when you get back to your island. You have a couple of options by speaking with Luna, that is to invite others, to name the island, or to ask for information. So the information is just information about the Slumber Island, how you do things. The first thing I will say, if you invite people, if you say invite others, this creates a doze code. This doze code is kind of like the Slumber Island equivalent of a dodo code. It is a live code. People who visit are visiting online with you actively. It is not like a dream address. You currently do not have any way to create a dream address like we have DAs and RA codes for Happy Home Paradise. There is no Slumber Island derivative of that. Oh, here's our little confirmation. I just upgraded to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, so 12 player sessions are available for me. It also gives you 2 separate options, so you can either choose a regular session or a Switch 2 12 player session. I'm just going to choose regular session for this so you can see the doze code, but let's go ahead and do that. So you get this cute little animation and she opens your Slumber Island. So now technically I could have visitors for my island, and as you can see, the doze code looks just like a dodo code. It's just 5 digits, letters and numbers. So yeah, that's what you need to know about the invitation for Slumber Island. While we're here on the deck, we can go over what Lloyd is here for as well. He is your construction guy. So with Lloyd, you can see the options are your house, bridges and inclines, or pitfall seeds. You can pick a bridge or an incline and you can immediately build it. So you just select what you want, and when you place it, it will automatically like come into being. Likewise, with your house, you can either renovate it or move it, and either option will take effect immediately. So I'll show you by just editing my house here. The editor looks identical to when you're switching it up with Tom Nook. So you just pick whatever house you want and Lloyd will immediately get the job done. So as you can see behind us, the house has already changed. yeah, the same with if I move it. If you are moving something, it will be in your pockets. So I got an incline kit from Lloyd. It does specify that it's a dream incline kit. But yeah, so here's my house. If you're wondering, the houses are empty on Slumber Islands. You can decorate them any way you want. So here's mine. It is completely separate from your home island. You have full creative choice. You can enter design mode, and I forgot I have mouse controls now too. Interesting. But yeah, here is the menu. You can use whatever you like from your catalog, and apparently things that you have caught as well, which is kind of cool. Now let's get into, in my opinion, the most fun part. So if you see in the top right corner, you can click the plus sign button to enter fence mode and terraforming mode. So with fences, you get access to any fence that you already have the DIY for. You'll be able to build here. So if I select hedge, I can just go ahead and I can build an unlimited amount of hedges. I could make this whole island hedges if I really wanted to. Also, you can just pick up trees and they don't go anywhere in your inventory. They're just gone. So you don't have to worry about like digging things up. The island does give you by default, if you're not in terraforming or fence mode, you do have an inventory. If you click X, you can only access this when you are not in terraforming or fence mode. So you have these tools by default. You'll just always have these. And then obviously I got the incline kit from Lloyd. So once we enter the terraforming mode, you can get into the new movement tech. So if you hold the L button on your Switch, that is the button above your left trigger, you will jump into place on the Animal Crossing grid. So it just puts you in the closest square of the island grid. And then if you move left or right, you move smoothly. So if you're not already picking up what I'm putting down, this is insanely helpful for terraforming. We're gonna go ahead and just choose an option here. I'm gonna build some cliffs. So we're just gonna hop into the grid, build, move to the right, build. It is so nice, chat. This is probably the best element of the update for me. Just the ease with which you can terraform now is incredible. And this is available for everyone. This is how you move on your home island too. It's free. It's just part of the 3.0 update. So just a beautiful update. Just to give you a taste of how the inclines and stuff work, as soon as you have some space, you can go ahead and click the spot, and like I said, just like with the house, it immediately appears. So you don't have to wait until the following day. You are building, but super quickly. There you go. There is your finished incline, and to get rid of it, you just talk to Lloyd again. So once you have an incline or a bridge built, you can see this demolition time option, and Lloyd will let you pick whichever item you want to demolish. So there's my little map. I can get rid of this stone staircase, and Lloyd will get rid of it. I'm gonna leave it, but that is how that works. There are also a specific list of custom designs for you when you have your Slumber Island up. The number of designs is dependent on whether you've upgraded your custom design. So you'll start with 50, but if you've upgraded your custom design slots, you'll have 100 custom designs that you can use here on the island. And you do also have the pro design. So I guess technically it's what, 200? But yeah, so you start out with the default custom designs just like you do in your regular island. But if you look in the bottom, you can see how there are options to bring over a design. So when you click X, you are pulling from the custom designs you have on your main island. This is the only way to import designs to your Slumber Island. So if your designs are full, this could end up being a rather tedious process, but for the sake of this video, I have brought over some designs by Kuronico5810 over on Instagram, and I just want to show you how these work. So for the record, everyone on the island, so if you have people visiting your Slumber Island, anyone can access this custom design page, and it's shared. So if you add these designs and someone else is adding other designs, they will all appear for all of you. So the designs are shared with whoever is on the island. You can all import from your own custom design slots, so you don't even have to have a design, and someone can import theirs and you'll be able to use it. Also, similar to your island, you can access these custom designs either in the terraforming by using the custom design pathing option, or by just opening your phone and setting them out this way, which is what I'm gonna do to start with. As you can see, the custom designs work exactly as they do on your island, and if you're wondering, these are completely separate from your home island. So if you delete these paths on your home custom island designs, you'll still be able to access them here. Here I am, I'm back on my home island. I'm just gonna go in and I'm going to straight up delete one of these pathways. So as you can see now, I am missing these 2 corner designs, but the rest of the design is intact. Now let's go check on my Slumber Island. Just a side note as we're traveling back to the Slumber Island, but this screen reminds me so much of the like Zara Larson, Lisa Frank memes, the like dolphins, water, etc. It's so good. Also, until you name it, your island will just be called Dreamyland. I named my first one Cozy Cove. Another interesting note, the island does sync with real time. So my Switch is currently set to like June 30th of 2025, and the island is still saved to the real life date, which is January 15th. So just something to note. Alrighty, we're back on the island, and as you can see, my Slumber Island has not been affected by my destruction of my codes on my main island, and I can still access all 9 of the tiles here. You are free to pick your Slumber Island designs and then completely change them if you want to have a different aesthetic on your main island. You are good to go. We talked about the menu on the right with the fence, the terraforming, and your inventory. Next, we'll talk about the menu on the left. Your D-pad accesses 2 things. You can click on the left on your D-pad and you can change the time and the weather. This is very similar to HHP, how that works. So you should be pretty familiar with this menu if you have the DLC. But it just allows you to change time and weather. Unfortunately, you still have to time travel with your actual Switch, as in change the date in your Switch console in order for the season to be different. Now, the other button is this, your inventory, which overall is going to be the classic situation. You can access your catalog of items that you have at home. However, you can also access your island residents, and it appears that you can even access old residents. Like Curly and Sylvia are former residents of mine that I have already moved out. My current 10 villagers are the 10 cats you see here. You can spawn up to 5 villagers on your Slumber Island, and they will walk around. They will have a grand old time just on their own, and you can not speak to them, but you can interact with them. They'll do a little wave. If you have friends visiting your island and decorating with you, all of you can add your villagers from your home islands. The max is just always going to be 5 villagers, so if one of you adds 2, the other can add 3, etc. If you have several friends on the island, you can have a mix of your villagers just to spice it up. Everyone can have their favorite, but I think that's really cute. As much as Slumber Islands have to offer, they are missing a few things. So, for example, there are no island buildings that are available besides your home, and no matter how many people are visiting, there will only be the one house. So you just have your house. It is automatically upgraded, I believe, to have all the rooms and then upstairs and downstairs. You guys can let me know if it spawns a baby house for you. You will not get any other houses. There are no villager house options to add, so you cannot decorate like villager yards here. They're just here to walk around. You really just have the creative freedom. It's like Animal Crossing creative mode, except you just have terraforming and your items at your disposal. I do quite enjoy, though, being able to just pick up the trees. Additionally, I think an unfortunate feature of Slumber Islands is that even if you are by yourself, only working on Slumber Islands for yourself, you do still need a Nintendo Online subscription in order to access these. I think that can be pretty limiting. I think the lack of buildings can be limiting. Overall, though, I think they did a really stellar job of actually setting up the creative availability of the Slumber Islands. I think it is really masterful the way you're able to add things from your inventory, from your catalog. Like I said earlier, my channel members and I actually designed an island yesterday, so I will go and show that to you now so you can see a Slumber Island that's actually been decorated. There were 4 of us designing this island. You can catch the stream from January 14th if you want to see that come together, but this area was designed by my mod Evelyn, this little corner, and then my mod Amanda designed this corner up here so fast, by the way. She was Olympic designing. It was insane. Then this area over to the left is by my channel member Shiho, and it is so cute. She added a lot of little pops of color over here, and you can have gyroids on Slumber Islands, which feels very correct. Yeah, so this is the design over here, and then lastly, that back like incline area, that is what I built to contribute to my own Slumber Island. So I dealt with the one building at our disposal, my house, and this is what we created. Just to give you a look at the custom designs. So these are the ones that we have here. Obviously, we've replaced some of the like default designs. All of these were brought over from Amanda's custom designs, and then these lower ones here were from Evelyn. So like I said, the designs can be accessed by everyone and they are shared. So if I had added some, they would have had them in the custom designs for this island as well. Each Slumber Island that you have has its own separate slots for custom designs, which I think is really neat. But yeah, so this is the Slumber Island we actually ended up designing, and this is the small one. If you can't tell, it is about the size of a mystery island that you would take a Nook Mile ticket to. It is really cool to see, you know, a Slumber Island finish. The only downside, of course, is that I can't save this to any sort of dream address like code. It's only visitable live. So that's kind of sad if I ever need to delete it, but I digress. Last but not least, the deletion process. So as you can see at the bottom, you have the option to delete or copy an island. I think the copy element is really nice. You can copy an island from one slot to another. So I could just literally copy this, and now I have 2 of my Slumber Island. Well, give it a second. So now there are 2 Cozy Coves, which is a little funny, but I will, of course, delete the one to show you the deletion process. You literally just hit delete and it gets rid of it. It's super quick, much like the save data for Animal Crossing, and you can just clear out your Slumber Islands that easy. It does suck that you can't save them in some way before deleting, like they're just gone forever. But yeah, that is the process for Slumber Islands. Okay, chat, that's all. This has been your Slumber Island 101. Go have fun, go decorate. I hope you enjoy, and yeah, happy 3.0 update. Bye.